All right, so we got into Yeat a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that's a good segue.
So he's going #1 global over J. Cole, but J. Cole's beating him in the US. What does that say about Yeat's fan base, or I don't know, just sound? Like, is it more global?
He's got a lot of bots in India. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I think there's probably more people. I think a lot of people in Germany are probably listening to Yeat. I think a lot of people.
It's got like that Young Lean kind of sound.
Well, Young Lean's Swedish, but
same shit.
No. I say this because shout out to the Germans that are watching. There's like a scene in Germany right now that is like hip hop mixed with techno. Now it doesn't sound like Yeat, but that sound.
It has the synths.
It's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I've listened to some of that stuff.
I think you showed me something like that.
But they're like would adopt Yeat. They have to mess with Yeat over there. So also, I think like a lot of European
the way he sounds too. It's like broken English type.
And I think non-English speakers, Germans speak English, most Europeans speak English. Yeah. But I think like in other countries, non-English speakers can listen to Yeat before they can listen to J. Cole.
It's more like sonically pleasing as opposed to listening to the lyrics and dissecting what J. Cole
Like you don't need to understand to enjoy.
Right. It just always makes me question why something's out streaming on Spotify, but then somehow gets beat out by another artist by other ways.
Well, I mean, that's demographic.
Right, okay.
So it's like US. So it could be out streaming on Spotify, but the percentage of streams from the US are higher.
Right. Because Apple Music, I feel like, is mostly US.
Yeah, almost majority.
Yeah.
And there's also radio play. Like, I doubt the Yeat song got radio play. If they were pushing a song to radio, it would be with J. Cole.
It would be J. Cole, yeah.
So radio play is like a crazy amount.
But still, like, it's crazy that a Yeat song, like that. Do you know the history behind that? Like, it was a Yeat throwaway.
And I think people actually buy the J. Cole song. Like, I think there are J. Cole fans that are like, oh, new J. Cole song, $1.29.
But so the Yeat song was a Yeat song. I think it was a throwaway in 2022. So like it was his song, just had an open verse, and then Drake hopped on it. And so that says that Yeat's music potentially.
So Yeat carried, is what you're saying.
100% he carried.
Damn.
I like Drake, but like he carried that song for sure.
I mean, shout out to Yeat, man.
Yeah.
Weren't you saying he was gonna fall off?
I was like, so I just read the people, and a lot of people were saying he was falling off. I actually defended him. I was like, he's a smart guy. I see all the marketing plays he does, the aesthetics, this whatever. And people always said, like, whenever an artist blows up, they're going to say he's going to fall off. Like, Destroy Lonely just dropped, If Looks Could Kill. People were already saying, oh, this shit's trash.
That shit was fire.
It was kind of boring to me. But
I love that shit.
I feel like when you have the fan base of the underground, such as Yeat, even though I think he's transcended that, when you go mainstream, you lose all your support from like that core underground audience, which sucks because like they're trying to gatekeep shit.
Yeah.
So
where do you think they migrated?
They went to Ken Carson. Now they're like pushing that agenda.
Yo, weren't they trashing Ken Carson's last album? Wasn't it trash too?
I think that was me.
Oh.
I was saying that.
That was the X one, right?
Yeah. I didn't think it was crazy. Even this project. I didn't think it was like people just overhype super mosh pit type music.
No, the last one was garbage, bro. That last album was trash. You were
X right. Or
that I haven't listened to this one.
Great Chaos?
The X one was garbage. I haven't listened to this one yet.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like it.
That thing was a piece. He had the nerve to drop 17, 18 songs. That's crazy. Wait, wasn't it more than 20 songs?
I don't even remember, bro. I haven't really gone back to it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But so, like, regarding Yeat, do you think he has the potential to get to 100K? Like, do you think he has the potential to even become... He's already a top 50 streamed artist in the world.
On Spotify?
Just, there was a chart or a list of the top 50 streamed artists.
Oh, it's not Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like
It's not monthly listeners, it's streams yeah.
on all platforms. And he was in the top 50. I think he might have even been above Cardi. But that's
Makes
because
sense.
Cardi only has 3 albums.
Yeah.
Yeat has he's dropped more
Like 11.
albums in the last 3 years than Cardi has his entire career.
Yeah.
But so what I'm trying to figure out is he going to reach like a Gunna level? You know what I mean? Like he already has the number.
I think
2
if he
song.
explores like different sounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Because at one point Gunna was stagnant in his sound.
Yeah.
And then he just got fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. That Fuck You Mean song is blowing up.
Man, that whole album was fire. He dropped something. He demonstrated his whole like talent on that album. Like every type of track, flow, style you can get from him, he delivered it on there. And now he's exploring, other sounds.
Like the Afro beat.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's if he can do that, he owns his lane already.
Yeah.
So if he's able to do that and become more wider appealing, then I think it's possible. But it's 100K is so hard.
Nowadays, yeah.
I don't think people understand how hard it is right now.
I mean,
I think 50K is like the new 100.
I mean, I still don't even understand how anyone sells 100K except for like Drake or Travis. Because like if you do the numbers, 100,000 times
400K for Drake is crazy to me.
That's 125 million streams in 1 week from the U.S. only.
That's unbelievably high.
What I'm saying is, who's actually doing these numbers?
Yeah. So how the hell?
That's why
I don't think
people
they're
are buying.
real. I don't think those numbers are real.
They're not real. No way, unless you're doing merch bundles.
I don't think you have to sit there and think 125 million streams
in 1 week.
So let's assume people will listen to it 4 times, right? Over a week. That's 30 million unique listeners.
Right.
31 million unique listeners.
Well, let's say they
listening to it 4 times. That's insane.
Right. Well, if you think about it, say every person in the U.S., and I've talked about this before, so people are probably pissed off anyway, but like, what is the U.S. population? 300 million?
It's probably like 350 or something.
What about people who even have a phone?
Yeah.
Like not illegal immigrants and shit. Like.
Well, they got phones.
Or, I mean, okay. Do they all listen to music?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say people who listen to hip hop now, which is an even smaller demographic. That means that's
probably 100 million, honestly.
Right. So everybody listened to Travis Scott's album or anybody's album once throughout that week? You think most like working individuals even know what's going on?
I don't think they know until like a week and a half after.
Right. Like maybe it's boosted up a little bit because of Rap Caviar and like playlists and shit, but there's no way. There's no way these numbers are real.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Nobody's selling 100K except for like Drake.
Yeah, so how the hell is Bad Bunny doing 225K?
Didn't he just drop?
Yeah, he's supposed to do 225K.
To be honest, like I'm a Bad Bunny fan. I haven't even checked it out yet because I just haven't really seen much. But that might just be because I'm not advertised it a lot.
Yo, that's crazy numbers though.
He's doing 225 in the US?
Yeah.
Bad Bunny's fire, bro.
Dude, those are disgusting numbers.
So I feel like a lot of rappers, their music videos kind of suck.
Yeah.
Or at least let's say they're low budget. I will literally watch.
They're lacking creativity. Not only are they low budget,
yes.
They're lacking creativity, yes.
I will literally watch Bad Bunny music videos on repeat every day, just on my TV playing.
Yeah.
Because apparently he spent like $1 million on a music video. It's almost similar to female rappers, like how much money they put into the WAP.
Yeah.
For Cardi B, whatever. How much do you think it cost to get Kylie Jenner in their music video?
A lot, probably.
Right.
I mean, wasn't she friends with them at the time?
Maybe she did it for free.
Possibly, yeah.
But so what I'm saying is, are these rappers even getting like Bad Bunny is spending $1 million on a music video? how much do you think these rappers are getting?
Are they even getting a middle budget
yeah.
for the album?
Right.
Yeah.
There's no way, except for Drake again.
Travis Scott. Yeah, and Travis's videos reflect that.
Right, his are crazy, but that's why they do well. But I feel like there's too many running gun music videos.
Yeah.
And it's so saturated. And I understand like that's just the grind at the beginning. But I just feel like that's why rap maybe might be going down a bit, just because there's like a lot less creativity, recycling, budget going into things. You know what I mean?
There's too many guys.
There's too many rappers.
There's way too many rappers, man.
And too many people dropping every single Friday.
Like, I think what's happening with Bad Bunny, there's going to be, in like maybe like several years, there's going to be too many people making the type of music that he's making.
I've already heard that they're starting to push more, like they're going to Dominican Republic, where he's from.
Puerto Rico and stuff. He's from Puerto Rico.
He's from Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I heard was they were going to Puerto Rico, or Dominican Republic, and just like scoping out people. Like, who can we industry plant real quick?
Yeah, they're going to both probably.
Yeah. Where they're still kind of American, but then they have the Latin background.
There's enough people from there in America for it to make sense.
Yes. Because I think Spanish is like the high. I mean, in Miami, everybody speaks Spanish.
We were talking about 100 million, right? Maybe that are interested in hip hop enough to listen to a new hip hop album, which I feel like we're grossly overestimating.
Yeah.
Now, what about that are interested in Spanish music in the US?
Well, so again, anecdotally, I don't know Spanish. I just like what Bad Bunny sounds like.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know what he's saying. I put on the subtitles and I'm like even more, I'm like watching it like a movie.
More confused.
Well, I'm watching it like a movie. I'm like, damn, he said that? Like, and also if you've watched him, and I'll let you, sorry, I keep going off on the tangent about the music videos.
No, it's actually a good topic. Like, we segued into a topic unintentionally.
Yeah. So he did like a music video, kind of the thing that Cole Bennett does, where he goes behind the scenes of the music video, why they did certain shots and shit. Mm-hmm. You can just hear, like, again, the creativity of why he's so purposeful with it. I feel like rappers are not doing that shit. But anyway, so how many people are listening to Spanish music, or would the market be? I don't know. I've been in Miami so long, I don't even know what the North is like anymore.
Exactly. So do you think if you had never lived in Miami, you'd be listening to this guy?
No. So you're trying to say that's botted too?
No. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm just saying that the number is low. But what I think, and I've said this before, I think when a new Bad Bunny album drops, people are playing that as the only I think they're playing it 30 times in a week, maybe more.
When I discovered Bad
I think they're
Bunny,
just looping it.
Yeah, when I discovered Bad Bunny, and like I did not discover him very early on his career at all. Like he already had billions of streams. Mm-hmm. And I knew who he was, but like I never really checked out the music. But yeah, I listened to that shit straight for like 3 weeks, nothing else. It's just like infectious. I don't know.
No, it's fire.
It is fire. But is anyone doing that in rap now? Or is it because there's just too many people, like you said?
I think people are doing that for Yeat. I think that's the only person I think that people are just like looping the album. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, is music even a good long-term, or at least rap, a good long-term career? Is it worth it?
I think anybody that likes making music and rap music should believe that it is.
Right.
Now, if you're asking me, dude, I mean, just statistically speaking,
if you calculate the risk with the money that you put into it,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it's a good career.
Nah. But I mean, some people, like if you take a look at it, some people learn instruments, right? And are really, really, really good at an instrument. And they make no money. And these people are like savants. Not make no money, but they're never making millions of dollars.
Right.
And they understand that. And they're just like, hey, I just like enjoy this thing so much. The fact that I can even make a living off of it is like way more than good enough for me. And I think a lot of people that make music genuinely are like that. They're just like, dude, if I can just pay my bills and just have the time to make music, I don't even need to be making profit. If I can do that for the rest of my life, fuck it. Like, I'm living an amazing life.
Yeah, it's a creative outlet for sure. Well, so, but is that a career though? Like, is it a long-term career? Is it a viable one? That's what I asked.
I think it's worth the opportunities it opens up. You get to meet a lot of people. Like, let's say you're lit for a year and a half.
Well, how many people reach that point? With how many people try to be a rapper nowadays? Like,
I think less people are trying to be a rapper now than they were in like 2015, 16, 17. You remember SoundCloud links were everywhere. Now it's these freaking OF chicks in the replies of I can't even read replies to an academics tweet or a rap tweet because I scroll down. I can't read replies in public. I scroll down. There's a bitch sucking dick right there.
I still think it's pretty bad because of Yeat and that wave. Not because of Yeat, but like he came up from the underground. Whenever you have an artist who like makes it from the underground, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Solfego, like that almost opens up this, and rightfully so, and people should, if they are good at music or want to do it, of course, take the opportunity. But it makes people be delusional with what they can actually do. You know what I mean? Too many people who are trash are just dropping music.
I think you're just too locked in to a certain subset, because if you remember back then, it was like your homie down the street thinks he's a rapper.
Yeah.
Your homie that used to sell weed was trying to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Like, these people aren't trying to be rappers anymore. They're like the same people that were like telling you about crypto or NFTs.
Yeah.
So like that
Forex trading.
Yeah, that wave shifted. So now like people barely, there's like way less people trying to be rappers.
So is that a good thing? That people are actually contributing to society now?
I think they just got a new scam.
Yeah.
Or some new opportunity that they think is going to help them.